Welcome back to the NLCS, presented by the Google Assistant on FS1. 8, 9, and 1 hitters against Joakim Soria. And a big balloon ends up on the field.
Sorry about that.
Impressive, though. Here are the numbers this postseason for the right hand of the Brewers, picked up from the White Sox. Austin Barnes is the hitter, and he provided one of the biggest hits that has happened in this NLCS. Not just tying the game with 1 out in the 5th, but what it did for Kershaw. Kershaw was the next scheduled hitter, as he is now. Puig had moved into the on-deck circle, and when Barnes tied it, Clayton Kershaw stayed in the game, and he's pitched 2 more shutout innings since.
It's been huge, and certainly, again, the formula for the Dodgers, for them to be successful: trust your starters, pitch deep in the game, turn it over to limited usage of the pen, and that would be how their formula of success would be to get it done if they're going to win the series. And we don't know if Kershaw is going to stay in or not, but he's on the on-deck circle. He's in rhythm. And a 2-run lead.
Now Ryan Madsen has joined the left-hander Caleb Ferguson, with Kershaw up next. That is a swing and a miss. Gets away from Kratz, who finishes the out at first. And here comes Kershaw. John, if he's gone from his longest postseason start this year to his shortest to this one has some grit to it for Kershaw.
Yeah, it really does. And you knew going in, he knew going in what the outcome of this game was going to weigh heavily on the opinions of many people and the questions he was going to have to answer. Now, you never go into a game trying to answer those questions in the first inning, but you go into the game and just trying to separate all that's happened in the past and just go pitch to pitch, inning to inning. And I think he did that really well. Only when he walked the pitcher did he look a little surprised and anxious to want to get a call. But I said in the beginning, if he's able to withstand the patience of what the Brewers are going to do to him, he'll be fine. And he got out of that inning, and we've seen the results since.
If he takes the mound in the top of the 8th, he will walk out there having retired 13 straight. And in an era of these initial outgetters, who sometimes don't even stay in a game long enough to get an out, as we saw in this one with Wade Miley walking the leadoff man Bellinger and then lifted. This is kind of one of those old-fashioned tough starts by a talented pitcher that Kershaw is turning in here for Dave Roberts and the Dodgers.
And to just reiterate, if the Milwaukee Brewers had the same resources, they would approach it the same way. They just don't. And so that's why they've had to go to multiple pitchers. If they had some horses, which next year again I think they will, they'll approach it differently.
Here's the second walk issued to Kershaw in this game 5, and Soria can't believe that was called ball 4. Kershaw's knocking on the door of 100 pitches. He's got 98. Looks like it might have caught the edge of the strike zone. Instead, it's ball 4, and it's 1 on, 1 out. Bellinger, strike 1.
Well, again, time's going to tell whether he goes out for the 8th or not. But if for whatever reason Kershaw has to run extensively or utilize his legs here that might be the easiest decision on him not returning to the 8th.
0-2 on Cody Bellinger. Bellinger, the hero in Game 4 late last night. The 0-2 from Soria. That's into left center field, and Kershaw will have to run. He digs to third. They will hold him there on a double by Bellinger.
Bellinger on the pitch down, just goes down and gets it in kind of an abbreviated swing, and once again he benefits from it. And this is the one thing with Kershaw on the bases, getting after it to third on a ball in the gap.
That ball was cut off before it got to the track. I don't think anybody else running scores on that play, but it just puts a little more mileage on Kershaw when you think about trying to go back out for the top of the 8th. We'll see. Now second and third, one out. Infield halfway, Turner takes a strike, and that was the Dodgers' first extra base hit in the last 2 games. Xavier Cedeno, the lefty, getting loose. The tunnel goes to the other end of that phone line. Well outside, and Kratz able to haul it in.
Highly doubt the contact plays on with Kershaw at third. Contact play is as soon as the hitter makes contact, even with the infield in, you force a throw and you read it off of your lead and secondary lead and try to make the infielders make a perfect throw. This is going to be primarily the ball's got to get through.
Down the line, slicing into the corner. It is foul. Ball and 2 strikes. Remember, the closer Kenley Jansen in that tie game 1-1 had to work 2 innings last night. With 34 pitches to get it done. It's been 104 at bats since the Dodgers last hit a home run. A year in which they sent a franchise record with their 235 round trippers during the regular season. And it was Turner who hit it in the 8th inning. A decisive blow in that 4-3 win in Milwaukee, game 2. One-two into center field, a base hit. Kershaw scores. They hold Bellinger at third. Good base running by Turner on a high throw by Kane. It's 4-1.
Professional hitting. Inside, didn't try to pull it. Goes right back up the middle.
It's a 4-1 game. This rally's starting with a walk to Kershaw. Soria knocked out second and third. Still only 1 out. Dodgers up 3. The NLCS, presented by the Google Assistant on FS1, is sponsored by eBay. If it's happening on game day, it's happening on eBay. By Hankook Tire, chase down your passion, never halfway. And by T-Mobile, whether you're home or away, T-Mobile has you covered. We have seen some kind of game here. Game 5, Clayton Kershaw. One rough inning, he limited the damage. He's been supported now by 4 runs, a chance for more. Gets the hug, looks like his day is done. The day is finished for Jock Peterson, who is lifted here for the pinch hitter Brian Dozier. And Xavier Cedeno, who was picked up during the season from the White Sox, put together this year overall in 48 games. Infield is in and shifted. Second and third, only 1 out. Strike 1 from Cedeno. Dozier got his first start of the postseason last night. And the only RBI of the Dodgers until Cody Bellinger drove home Machado in the 13th. Tries to bunt, bunts it foul. Good idea. Would have played it a run without a play, but it rolled foul as Dozier tried to beat the shift.
That's just you can't defend it. I mean, it's impossible to defend the way the alignment is. And all you got to do is really, like a sacrifice bunt, almost approached it a little bit too bunt for a base hit type. That is the right approach, the right play. Just didn't get it in fair territory. They could not defend that.
Lead runner is Bellinger at third. He can run. Justin Turner is the trailer at second with 1 out and an 0-2 count on Dozier. Dozier almost clipped by that pitch. Dozier will stay in the game, play second base, and Chris Taylor, who started in left, who's been in center, who's been at second, will go back to the outfield when Dozier and the Dodgers take the field in the top of the 8th. It is a versatile group. Picked up from the Twins. Saw his numbers with runners in scoring position during the regular season. 1-2. 2-2. I would imagine that start for Dozier last night takes a little bit of the edge off for him, getting a chance on a long night to see a lot of pitches instead of trying to come off the bench.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's just like a depth issue, that a good issue that Dave Roberts has, and today more of rewarded by going up the middle and getting hits when they needed it most. That's been the missing component for the Dodgers so far this series.
They adjusted their swings. We've seen it from Bellinger. We've seen it from Muncy. Soria knocked out after 1/3 of an inning. Slow roller. Here comes Bellinger. Another run. It's 5-1.
Contact, contact, contact. You never know what's going to happen when you make contact. Well, these kind of things will happen. Swing and miss, it's pretty much known what's going to happen. No run's going to be driven in. And even though it wasn't hit with an exit velocity that we fall in love with, It's an RBI, and it's a big added-on run.
They're going to walk Machado intentionally and deal with Muncy. The Dodgers able to get a runner in from third with less than 2 out on that chopper hit by Dozier off the bench. Now first and third, 2 out from Muncy, who had an RBI hit last inning. This rally started with a 1-out walk to Kershaw on a borderline pitch. Double by Bellinger, single for an RBI by Turner. Pitching change, that chopper for an RBI, now the walk. And now Muncy. Machado steals second. And it does go down as a steal, his first of the postseason. Five to 1 here in the 7th. Cedeno. Misses with ball 1.
Well, it's been a dead heat. It really has. Somebody's going to take a 3-2 lead. As we stand today, what is the run? It's just about even. 1-run wins all the way around. A 4-run win for Milwaukee, and that's the margin we have now. It's
1-1. Spins out of the way of ball 2.
And the formula for Milwaukee, if they don't rally in this game and come back, they're going to have a rested Hader that game 6, they're going to be itching to get in for multiple innings. And a much more rested bullpen that had to really, in these 3 games with no off days, was going to be a challenge. Definitely a challenge for Craig Counsell.
He said coming in, we knew game 5 was going to be the toughest one for us. Great relief work from Woodruff, went 5 1/3. Here's a 2-1. A little bit up, 3-1. Muncy sitting on a pitch on 3-1. Full count. He went around, struck out, and the inning is over. But the adjustments that the Dodgers have made, shortening some of their swings. A hit by Taylor. Muncy going the other way for an RBI. Bellinger plugs the gap in left center with a double. Turner into right center. All in support of their 30-year-old left-hander. 5-1 after 7.